Hi, everybody, and welcome to Manga Palate, the show where I, Pisticia Luna, here with my co-host.
Manga Chef Isaiah.
Okay, yeah, cool, good job. Um, Read, watch, play a thing, and talk about it. Tell them what I picked, because I picked it.
Uh, Choco Boy.
Wow, okay, you know what? Forget I said it. Forget I said that. Chuubyou Gekihatsu boy. Forget I said that.
Yeah.
Choco? I don't even know where that started from.
Chuubyou.
Chuubyou. But yeah. Alright. Yeah, Chuubyou Gekihatsu boy. Which is a really interesting idea, I think. Like if we're gonna talk about what it is, it's a neat idea. Because this is adapted from two different things. But hey, let's do the first part. Yeah, it's a relatively recent anime. It aired like like 6 months ago? October 4th, 2019 to December 13th, 2019. It's like 6 months ago, more or less.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And, well, it's dumb as fuck. And it's got a lot of things going on. But I kind of want to cover this one thing first. So it's like, this show is based on a light novel, right?
Yep.
But the light novel is entirely inspired by a Vocaloid song.
Oh, that's weird.
Yeah, so the opening theme is actually the Vocaloid song being sung by the voice actors.
Ah.
Mm-hmm.
So they just like the song, and then they're like, we should
Well,
make
the
an
song,
anime out of
the thing about the song is it's a guy going like, "Oh yeah, I'm so fucking cool. I've achieved my true form," and just a bunch of stupid chuny bullshit. If you listen to what he says, it's a bunch of stupid chuny bullshit. Like the thing that they say, force blizzard attack or whatever.
Internal.
Yeah,
No,
something force
internal
blizzard. Something force blizzard, because force is the middle word.
Yeah.
It might be eternal force blizzard. I don't remember. But yeah, so that's yeah, that's what it is. So it's the hero club, and then the one girl they forced to come along with them.
They didn't force her.
Yeah, they did.
She could have left.
No, because they repeatedly drag her back in.
No.
After a while, she realized they're cool, but it's not a yeah. Let's do it. Everywhere she goes, Noda follows her.
I thought she could have left. Like, she was asking for help, and then she's like, oh, I don't really like you guys anymore.
Yeah, and then they're no, you're part of us now. You're the secret new member that we needed the whole time.
Yeah, I guess you. He kept
No,
calling
that's
her
what it
thing.
is.
He was like, get in there. Come on, we need
Yeah.
to go do a thing. She's like, what?
Yeah,
Why would I do
exactly.
that?
She's like, "Why am I doing this?" And it's like, "No, you're in now. You're in now." They drag her along. After a certain point, she goes like, "They are good people if they are, besides being fucking weirdos," and that's true. That's why I like them. They're actually beneficial to the society at large, even if it is in the most roundabout, stupid way. But that's kind of what it is. It's the hero club, and then that girl that they dragged around for a while.
And
So
she kind of likes them. She's like, oh, they're cool the whole time. That's pretty much it.
well, it's not that cool the whole time. It's, oh, I guess they were actually cool.
Yeah.
She still thinks they're losers as the way they act. But what they do for the people is more important than how they act. That's what it is. It's like, yeah, alright, you talk like a loser. That's true. But you've actually helped people today. So you know what? You're okay. It's
Yeah.
kind of as much as it is. Because they're fucking losers. But hey, let's get into that. So there's Kazuhiro Nakamura, who's voiced by Hideaki Kawamoto, and the only thing I found that he was on was that he was on one of those idol shows, Dream Festival, as Yuto Kuroishi. Then there's Rei Tsukumo, who's voiced by Junya Inoki, who has done a few things. It's a TV show that I think I'm one of the few people who's talked about it. Is Kono Oto Tomare, where he plays the main guy, Takezo Kurata, which is about like the koto. This is a musical instrument with like 20 strings. It's a thing. He's also in the redo of Digimon Try as Takero. No, Takeru. That's his name. Yeah, Takeru something. And then also he was in JoJo's Part 5 anime as Fugo, the guy who can't control his stand. So then there's Tomoki Takashima, who's voiced by Shugo Nakamura, who was on Idolmaster as Teru Tendo, who's occasionally called Tenteru. And then a completely different idol thing called Tsuki Pro, which is like 80 different things, but he was on the TV show as Issei Kuga. There's Yamato Noda, who's voiced by Daki Yamashita, who is Deku on Boku no Hero Academia, Narancia on Part 5 of JoJo no Kimi no Boken, and he was the main kid on Yowamushi Pedal, which I think had 3 seasons, like 4 movies or something. So that's the original members of the fucking Hero Club. Then they eventually get Tsukumo's cousin to join, who is Futaba Mikuria, who's voiced by Rikuya Yasuda, who is on actually Binan Koko Chikyu Boy-Bu Love's 3rd season, Happy Kiss, as Taishi Manza. The Neve Kiss is what I remember the name was, because all of them have like Italian names. And he was also on that show, Beelzebub no Okinimesu Mama, as Muting. And that manga's still alive, so that show was something. And then there's the girl that they drag along, Mizuki Hijiri, voiced by Chinatsu Akasaki, who was on Shokugeki no Soma as Alice. She was on that Chunibyo show as Shinkani Butani, and she was on Dagashi Kashi's 2nd season as the fucking manga editor, Hajime Owari, whose name is very literally starting stop. So yeah, those are all things.
So not huge people, but
I mean, Boku no Hero Academia is huge. Fuck you. That show has 4 seasons.
But they're not the main role.
Kono Ota, he is. Deku's the main guy. He's the green-haired kid.
Oh, okay. Besides him.
Idolmaster Side M, the Teru Tendo, is the main guy because he leads the biggest idol group on that show. Kono Oto Tomare had 2 seasons, and that's also the main character. Dream Festival had 2 seasons, and that was also the main character. Yeah, all of them, but they're not like giant things, except for maybe Boku no Hero Academia and the Chunibyo show.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
But all of them played the leads on those shows, as opposed to, I don't know, a person who never did anything else. You know,
like that one line as a side character.
Yeah, that's way different. Oh, this is one that's I just think is kind of funny. The bird was voiced by Akira Ishida, who's like been on a couple like way more a bunch of shit like shows. Like I would say bordering on a couple like 100 and something by now, because he's been working for a long time. He was the main guy on Gundam Seed Destiny, and here he was just doing the bird bit.
I mean, they were good bird bits. But...
They were really good bird bits. Shut up. That's what the bird said. Silence.
Quiet imbecile.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was something more Chunibyo, so.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't just like be quiet. It was like quiet imbecile.
It was silence imbecile. Okay,
the
cool.
time has come.
So what do you have to say about this show? Because I love it. I could go on about all the dumb shit that happens in it.
Yeah. It's kind of like Glasses Club.
It's kind of like Megane Buu. I don't know. In Megane Buu, the guys in the club were way less weird.
Yeah, this is one like, no, we're weird and we're proud. So.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know about proud. It's more like I'm not gonna hide it. Pride is you shove it in people's faces. Pride is like, fuck you, yeah. Whereas these guys are like, I mean, I'm not gonna stop. Just because you're watching me doesn't mean I'm gonna stop.
Okay, well, they just don't mind it, I guess. Like, yeah,
Yeah.
I like 2D girls more than 30 girls. So what?
I mean, I remember. Did you remember when they tried to get him to go out with to pretend to be the boyfriend of the other girl? He was already dying
That
at the
wasn't the same
notion of
guy.
being around the real girl. Yeah, it is.
Oh wait, when they
That
tried
is
to get him
literally
to
the same guy.
pretend.
What the
Oh
fuck?
yeah, they
That's the
said that.
first thing that they do. They go like, "You're handsome. Why don't you do it?" And he's like, "Ha ha,
I was
uh,
thinking of the person that actually did it.
uh."
I was like, yeah.
No, that's different. That's because the first guy tagged out, and then they like talked to the girl, and we're like, "Who do you think would be able to do it?" The guy who talks about being a fallen angel. That's the one you think can do it? And she's like, "I'm pretty sure he could do it," and then he does. But he was not the first choice.
Nah. Alright. What else? That guy is crazy athletic.
Oh, Noda,
No,
the
yeah.
guy who's way too into Ultraman.
Yeah.
Well, not Ultraman. He even wears the stupid hat that looks like Ultraman's stupid fin thing.
Mm-hmm.
Great.
He does the pose.
I do love the, yeah, I do love the giant spin kick he tried to give to the fucking basketball backboard,
Yeah,
and then
it
he,
kind of worked.
yeah, go on.
But then he just fell down.
That's what I
quickly.
wrote. I wrote like it kind of worked, but it hurt. So then he had to like just go over and shove it normally.
I
'Cause
remember they were
it's
doing
not like he was gonna do it properly.
the memories or whatever, and you just see him like getting hurt.
A lot of
Kicking
them
it.
are hurt. He's very
Oh,
athletic, so he's able to take abuse, but boy, is he still put himself up to it a lot. Like when
Yeah.
he went to beat up the priest.
Yeah.
He's like, "Fuck you, old man," and the guy just puts out his leg, and then he eats shit and falls down the side of the hill again.
And also Ray is also like
Yeah,
he's
Tsukumo's a loser. I love him.
he's like, oh, you thought it was this way. I tricked you, haha.
Well, it's not that. It's that people will say something about him, and then he'll just roll with it. He'll
Mhm.
just roll with it every single time, and the people will be like, "Hey, wait, if that's not what happened, why did you?" He's like, "You already started, so I just kind of went with it. Just I don't know. It's not my fault you guys started." Because they remember he drinks the fucking black coffee so that he could be cool, and he's like getting horrible stomach ache, and she's like, "Is that what was going on?" He's like, "Shut up, shut up." He's like, "Why didn't you just tell me that your stomach hurt? You made an assumption. It's not my fault. You made an assumption." And the old guy's like, "Maybe just don't drink black coffee. It's gonna fuck up your stomach." He's like, "Shut up, old man." I love him.
I also like
So-
the way he cooks. I mean, like that he's good at cooking.
He's obligated to take care of his family because this sure as shit don't do it. They make him do it.
Yeah, he's like the only.
That's ba-
He's like the only middle person that doesn't have like three other like
Mhm.
close siblings at the same age. It's weird. He has a weird
Three
family.
Three siblings up top, three siblings in the bottom, with the power gap in age between the him and the others.
Yes.
I
That's what
imagine
was
the
saying.
kids are like 7, 6, and 8 or something.
I don't know.
But yeah,
Probably.
they seem like small kids, but capable of regular speech. So I imagine they're like in elementary school.
Yeah.
Yeah, the larger point is more about his shithead cousin, who he knows very well, because he makes that point about mentioning how the guitar case is empty, or at least it doesn't have a guitar in it.
It just has
They're in the-
clothes for his gig.
It's not really a gig. People pay you for gigs.
Oh, his
not-
what did
Yeah,
you call
it's
it then?
just, it's I'd call it his stupid utaite crap. I would say that specifically. He's a filthy utaite.
I guess
and
those
I-
are people that just sing on Nico.
No, it's a specific thing. Yeah, it's specifically about Nico Nico Doga. It's not, and YouTube, but that's all it is. They'll have like other people. They'll basically do covers of Vocaloid songs, which is what they're really known for.
Ah,
So there's a bunch of them who have like gotten like professional work because they're so popular online. Like that's a thing. But the way he talks kind of reminds me of like a really insignificant leader of a visual K band, and I love it. The guy is a hot mess. This music, it sounds like crap. I remember listening.
yeah, it's bad.
crap. It's not great. And the way he does his voice is really nasally and weird, but hey, I mean, you could try. You could try. No one's gonna stop you. No one's paying you, so no one's gonna pay you to stop. It's really is as long as you want to do it, do it. But the fact that he always has the costume on him is amazing.
What do you mean? You always gotta be ready.
He comes to school with it. He comes to school with the guitar case, and we learned later the guitar case is his fucking costume. So that means he always has his costume on him at like for any moment. Whenever he needs to, he can just pull it out. But he also said like, yeah, no, I'm into like everything that these guys are into. I just don't really talk about it. But now, fuck it, cat's out of the bag. Let's go. I was like, oh, ugh. Oh, because then the girls come over and go like, "Hey, you wanna do the stupid folk dance thing?" He's like, "Yes, darling kittens," and they're like, "You sound weird," and like he's just thinking, "Now I can be me," just like, "Oh, this is you." I love it. I love every part of it. I love how stupid the costume is. It looks like 3 different idol costumes thrown together that he insists on putting together.
I keep saying it's LA style.
Yeah, he keeps making up shit about LA. That's the thing. That's the other thing. Is he just says like, yeah, let's do this LA style. This is normal in LA, and it is not. It is not. What are you doing?
I bet someone right now thinks that's normal in LA.
Also, he speaks English a bunch. I like
Yeah.
that. There's something really good about the fucking you crushed my Scotch eggs. Go away. And then he goes like, so he said he was gonna join the club, right? It's like, what? No. Shut up in English every single time. Great. That's great. I love him and his cousin. They're the best. Tsukumo is a huge coward that like doubles down on anything people get him started on. And Mikuria is just like, he's every kind of fucking loser at once.
He's a general otaku.
Yeah, but he's got like all of it down. Cause like remember, he goes over to Takashima and they bond over fucking Love Live. Well, not Love Live, iLive. Idol Master combined with Love Live. So yeah, and like he puts his hand on his shoulder. And he goes like, "Wait, do you know about iLive?" And he goes like, "Yeah, man. I mostly love the music, but I totally respect your love." And then he drops a name that I didn't write down, but he drops another character name. And then like Takashima's like, "Someone who understands me."
Oh yeah, he's friends with that mascot guy.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Deeply.
The old
deep
guy
friendship.
who's just in. The guy who's just in.
Mhm.
He's like, all those poses, all those signature moves, they were all actually her. I could see her through you. And the old guy just goes, "I can't help but put my soul in my work."
It just
And I'm
comes
like,
out.
I love this guy. I love this guy already. Also, that time, I think Takashima died.
Yeah, that was nice.
When it's on the train, he was like, "Hey, I need you to do it." And he was like, "Yeah, it's okay. But you already have someone perfect to do it." He can't. And he goes, "Oh, shit, that kid died? Ah." And she goes like, "I hope he's resting in peace." And she goes, "Why would he? He's not dead. He's not? Oh, okay, cool. I thought he was dead."
I mean, he probably thought,
yeah.
why else would he not be doing it?
Why else would he be doing it? Right. Man. Also, the amount of people at the end who were all about having the Hero Club continue was great. Because they really do a lot for everybody at the school and in the town in general. They're just fucking weird. Just like, yeah, all right. But look, they actually pulled up all the potatoes. I know that one guy was yelling about his arm unleashing its dark power on everybody. But look, I actually have all the glutinous rice I need to feed the children.
Because they
It's
faked
like
the potatoes?
Well, the potatoes was one thing. The glutinous rice was another thing that they did at the beginning. Where they were planting the rice.
They planted rice?
That was another thing they did. Because that's what the guy says. He's like, "Oh man, I'm glad they got that." And then the old lady had her teapot. She's like, "I'm glad they got my teapot out of the river." They did it all at the same time. Everyone showed up at once to talk about the kids and the things that they did. And it's like, and that's when Hijiri was like, "Yeah, it really sucks that the student council doesn't want us to do anything anymore." And then one guy was like, "Yeah, they were weird, but they did a lot of good stuff." Which, I mean, like, really, you couldn't ask for much else. Question: when you saw that shadow, did you know it was a penguin?
I thought it was a penguin because of the stuff they sold.
I thought it was a penguin because of the shadow immediately, because of the shape.
Hmm.
The shape was exactly a penguin, and then it was eating the fish, and I was like, oh, it's the penguin. Yeah, that's that. Like the first time the shadow shows up before that, while they're talking about the shit that got stolen,
Hmm.
I was like, oh, it's a penguin. Wait, why is there a penguin though? If it is a penguin, what the fuck is it doing here? And it just broke out the zoo, and the kid was like, I guess I'm gonna take care of this penguin now instead of taking it back to the zoo.
Yeah, that was dumb, but okay.
Did you? Why? You you can't take care of the penguin. This is not its natural habitat. It's not gonna do well out here. It's like meant to live in the Arctic. It was
Well,
like
it's
I
in the
found it,
zoo.
but even then, the zoo they give it a place that's more like its habitat. You never been to an aquarium where they have penguins? The penguin place is not warm.
Yeah, it's not exactly the Antarctic either, but yeah.
They no, they put like a shit ton amount of like cold to keep them things like used to what they're used to give them water and ice and everything. It's not the same thing, but it's closer than it is a school's pool.
Yeah.
That's why I'm like, it's not supposed to be here. I don't know if the heat's gonna be okay for it.
Well,
Unless
he wasn't smart either way.
unless it's like a South African penguin, that would have been fine. I can't honestly because it's just generic penguin. I don't know what kind of penguin it was. It was like a rock hopper. Then I guess it would have been chill there because rock hoppers don't live in the Antarctic.
Oh, I know so much about penguins.
I know a lot about animals. Period. All right, that's like it's a lot of things. Everything that has ever tangentially captured my interest is something I know a lot about.
Yeah.
That's just a fact. So if anything has captured my interest, I know a lot. If something did capture my interest, even if it was explained to me intimately, I forget what the fuck it is. That's why I can't remember like what I ate yesterday, but I know there are 3 subspecies of rockhopper: the southern, the eastern, and the northern. The northern rockhopper is also called the Mosley's rockhopper. See what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
One point I was vaguely interested in like sea life, and that's when that came up. But yeah, so I don't know what kind of penguin it is. It doesn't look like the kind of penguin that lives in warmer climates, but that's just because they didn't add details to it. It's just like round and black.
I think its hair had like red spikes.
I mean, did it, or was that just its eyes reflecting its evil intent when it attacked those kids?
No, I think it actually had like red hair, but I'm not sure.
Hmm. Because the rock hoppers have like white things going on their head. Well, it's like white yellowish. They look like they have eyebrows.
Yeah, it's a little yellowish.
Yeah, they look like they have eyebrows. So like that's a thing. But I don't really remember if the penguin looked like that. I feel like you might just be adding that.
Oh.
But hey, I don't know.
I didn't study the penguin.
Yeah, exactly. All I remember was it attacking the kids.
Yeah.
Because they find the iguana, the cat, and the budgie, and then they see the penguin. And they go like, "Whoa, what the fuck is that doing here?" And he goes like, "I got it. I'll go communicate with it." And then it immediately attacks him. Which I mean, it doesn't belong here. I'm not surprised it's weirded out by seeing other people. But then they pull the penguin out of the water using a magic typhoon.
Yeah, that was kind of crazy.
That wasn't them though. That was just a tornado. That's the part that's really great, is that they do that, and then everybody goes like, "Holy shit, did they actually?" And then like it cuts to them getting their award for helping everybody find their stuff and stopping the penguin and shit and returning it back to the zoo. And then like you hear people in the crowd go like, "Did you hear that there was a storm warning last night?" And like, "Oh, that kind of makes sense." It's like, I guess the tornado just kicked up the water, so it had nothing to do with them.
In
Okay.
that exact location.
And just in that exact location, yeah. And then somebody else was like, "Man, could you imagine if they actually had fucking powers or something?" And I just remember thinking, it's like, thanks for playing along, Hijiri, because you picked up the sword and you did the stupid forced blizzard thing. And I mean, yeah, the penguin got kicked out of the water, but thank you for playing along. Because up until now, it's just been like, these guys, yeah, how about we do this instead? But for once, you played along and it paid off. I really want to talk about Tsukumo again. Because he's a huge coward, besides also going along with everything everyone says, and then doubling down on pointless shit. So like he likes, his whole thing is, because all of them got a thing, right?
Uh-huh.
Nakamura's thing is like, oh, what is it? I'm half angel, half demon or whatever.
In his past life, he was.
Yeah, Yes, the lost child's apocalypse and yeah, all that other shit.
He's a fallen angel. Yeah.
Yeah. Takashima's thing is he's into Love Live Idolmaster and nothing else. He dedicates his life to it.
He likes Sora.
Specifically Sora,
Mhm.
but it's like iLive.
Mhm.
It's iLive as a franchise because he has a bunch of other shit related to it. He goes on the bus to see her getting plastered on the side of the other bus so he could take a selfie with it like they were going on a date. It's a whole thing for him. He wins that challenge at the school, the stupid sports day festival thing, only because the bread makes the promise of a sticker.
Mhm.
And he's like, I will do anything for that sticker. And he says the same thing he does every time he tries to draw her from the fucking phone game. But yeah, so like that's Takashima's thing. Noda's thing is that he wants to be a tokusatsu hero like Ultraman.
Yeah.
Mikuria is general otaku but also utaite. And then like Tsukumo's thing is I'm going to pretend to be really smart and a mastermind, which is the dumbest thing out of all of them. Considering that one guy wrote a manga about himself, I think this is still dumber because he blows himself up every single time. Whereas Nakamura will try, like he'll have his budgie, and then he'll be like, ah, yeah, fuck, what's the name of the bird?
Hit something with H.
Faust. No, it's Faust.
Oh yeah. Yep. Well,
It's named after the guy who sold his soul to a demon. Yeah, Faust. Yeah. His bird named Faust, and he'll say shit like, oh, I have one of those things through which we can channel the power of Ifrit to burn. And it's like, do you mean an oven? It's like, yeah, I meant, yeah. There's that bit where he's drowning in the pool, but like, see, he goes all in on it. He never backs down. That will stay with him until he's dead, I guess. No, that same thing. No, that does this stupid fucking spotlight thing, and it never works. But he does it every time. He commits. He commits to that being a reality. Takashima can barely talk to girls. Mikuria hides his thing. And once it's revealed, he's like, fuck it, I'm going in now. I'm letting it all hang out. But like Tsukumo pretends to be cool and he blows himself up every single time and it's great. Like when they're walking to go find the cat and he goes behind Hijiri and she goes like, "Why are you standing behind me?" And he goes, I'm here to protect you." He goes, "Are you?" And then the priest is walking. He goes, "Oh fuck!" And just throws himself underneath her, like cowering in fear. And she's like, well, "I thought you were here for something." I'm scared. Holy shit! What is that? Fuck! I'm sorry. And he's just hiding. He's just hiding. It's great. I love it. I love every part of that. I like when he asks her if she wants to walk around. And then his cousin steps out and goes like, "Oh, you want to keep your eye on the competition, right?" And he goes, "Yeah, that's it. That's totally it. Ha ha. I didn't ask her out on a date. It's cool. That's cool. Cause you need to keep an eye on your competition. Yeah. And they go to the haunted house, and it's like, all right, man, you don't have to go in if you're scared. I'm not scared. Fuck you. And he immediately pisses himself every single time somebody walks up to them.
yeah.
The whole thing about the coffee. Where he's drinking the black coffee and he gets sick because he can't handle black coffee, but he insists on doing it anyway.
And he also tells her you wouldn't want to be behind him.
Yeah. He gives that whole speech about like, yeah, that's right, I'm an evil mastermind. he goes on a bunch of shit about like, yeah, well, I mean, when you have charisma, you just need to you know how to manipulate people. So like, leave it up to me. And then it immediately fails every single fucking time. When he goes to do the stupid job for his sister at the animal park, right? At Nachiland, she goes like, "All right, you do the cat train." And he goes like, "Why do I have to do the cat train?" It's like, "Do the cat train." He goes, "Okay, fine. Hello, everybody. Have a nice day. Bye." And she goes like, "Put some fucking effort into it." And he goes like, "Let's do it now." And he goes really hard in, only to get. Love it. The kids are so in. They love that he says "Seamew," "Sayonara." The kids love it, and he hates it because the kids love it, and they're gonna keep asking him to do it over and over and over again until he's like tired of screaming. It's great. It's great. I love it. There's the cooking competition thing where they go like, "What are you going to do? I'm gonna make this overly complicated dish. We only have like 30 minutes. I don't think that's a good idea." And he doesn't even get to finish. It only succeeds. It only barely succeeds because his cousin's fucking food lights on fire. Thanks to Noda being an idiot who wanted to make an omelet out of an ostrich egg. That's what he says. You crushed my Scotch eggs. Go away. But yeah, oh man, I just love Tsukumo so much. He's so bad at everything he wants to do. It's hysterical. Like there's the bit where he has to do where he's doing the acting part, right? For the theater club. And they go like, "All right, yeah, you're gonna be Cinderella, you're gonna be Thumbelina, blah 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 blah." And he goes like, excuse me, I feel like there's been a mistake. I got the horse." That that doesn't sound right. Are you sure you didn't mean Prince riding on horseback? And the girl just lies to him. She
Yeah,
just
she says
lies.
the most important part.
Yeah, she just gives him some stupid bullshit about how the horse is actually the most important role. You don't even know. Everybody has to rely on the horse to gather their courage. The horse is the ultimate underdog. Just some bullshit. And then he goes like, "Well then, if you have to give it to somebody, it makes sense you give it to." Like he's so fucking full of shit. It's great. And then Hijini's just standing there and goes like, "You know she just manipulated you, right? You know what? Whatever. Have fun. Have fun." And there's like that time later where he like he's already in the stupid horse costume, and he gives he gives the club president of the drama club a neigh. And it's a very confident neigh.
Yeah, he keeps doing the nay thing
I
now.
love it. I love it so much. He's so because the second he's in, he's in. He's in all the fucking way, and you just have to watch it blow up in his fucking face because he's not actually good at any of the things he wants to do. It's a different kind of sad compared to all the other guys.
Yeah,
'Cause
I think he's the
Takashi,
most different.
it's great. I love it. Takashima wants to marry a drawing. Nakamura writes pointless bullshit about being an angel demon. Naoda believes he's a Sentai hero. Mikuria is a bunch of bullshit. And then Tsukumo's just like, I'm so smart and I'm so cool. You guys don't even know. Ah! That's everything he does. And then he just gets way too into whatever people convince him to do. It's great. It's great. I love it. God. It's so fucking dumb. There's the bit in the fucking during the stupid sports festival thing where like they've done a bunch of the things and they keep beating the cousin Mikuria and then no that goes like, "Why are we losing?" And he goes like, "Every time we've helped the white team." And he goes, "Wait, what?" I was like, "How do you not know what? You took the You've watched yourself do these things for like a few hours. Now is the time that you pay attention to what's going on?" He really commits to his stupid superhero bullshit.
Uh, doesn't he also like do things like for no reason? Like he pretends to sit down the whole time,
What do you mean?
like
You
in
mean
the club room before sports
Oh,
starts.
no, that's not for no reason. That's like works your muscles. It's a Roman chair. It's an actual workout thing. It's just he does that all the time. That's the
Oh,
thing. People usually do that just to actually exercise. He
huh.
does it all the time because he goes, "There's never a time you don't need to exercise." That's why he's freakishly strong. That's why he jumped out the second story window and was okay.
And he
That's
also climbed the roof.
He climbed to the roof, and Hijiri goes like, "Did you climb up here?" And Takashima just ignores it and moves on. Like, we have other things to do. Yeah, that's what he does though. Ah, it's great. It's great. Also, they all throw themselves into the pool to chase the penguin.
Yeah, and it's freezing cold.
Well, I mean, how do you confront a penguin in its natural habitat? It's built for the water. What it does.
I know, but they went in the freezing cold order.
Mm-hmm. In full clothes. And of course they weren't able to catch it because the penguin has its advantages there. Shoots the starting pistol. All the lights come on. Everybody's watching them. Goes like, "Wow, they're doing it. They're doing. I guess they're catching an animal because no one knows what it is up until now, or it presents itself."
Oh yeah, I thought for a second when they shot the pistol, it would be them actually making the light come down. It was just the guy helping them out. They're like, nah, I got you guys.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It was. Oh, that's the signal. Turn on the light. That's That's what it was. So, question: what did you think of the Hero Club guys?
They're good people, and they don't really like. I guess they don't show it off too much, cause like whenever he acts Noda acts up in class, he just says yes, teacher. So they're not too annoying.
I feel
I
like
think it'll
every
be annoying if he has to do it like all the time.
I feel like everyone has just gotten used to them.
Yeah.
I feel like that's what it is. Is everyone goes like, "Oh yeah, Noda, that kid who wears the stupid Ultraman hat." Oh yeah, Tsukumo, that guy with the weird cat hoodie, who hangs out with the 2D guy, Takashima. I think my favorite part is that everybody recognizes some of them as like being, wow, they're so handsome. Wow, they're so this. But their personalities are just, oh boy. I gotta stay away from them at least until I need something. Then maybe I'll talk to one of them. Send in your notice to the Hero Club. They'll help you. But, I don't want to hang out with them. Which is why they drag Hijiri into their shit. Because all that happens is on day one she's wearing an eye patch because she hurt her eye,
Hmm.
and they just go like, you know what? I know where you belong. You're a chuny like us, aren't you? It's like, no, no, not even remotely. I just no, my eye. Oh God, no. It's great. God, there's like, there's just so much about each of them on their own. Like Takashima explicitly waiting outside the bus line just to be able to ride the bus with Sora on it so he could take the picture. That the fact that he has like fucking four of the phone straps on him at all times to give out to people,
I think he's 5 at his house.
and five at his house for him. But he always has four on him at all times to give out to people. Cause like he gives one to the little girl, and he just goes like, "Are you sure you want to give her that?" And he goes like, and he just pulls out three more and goes like, "Yeah, these are for sharing the love. For people who understand, they get one. They have to awaken their heart to Sora."
That
He
girl
found
came back for Sora too.
the girl came back.
I mean for Takashima.
Well, she only knows him as that older guy who really likes Sora,
Hmm.
so that works. That's a thing. The kids know him now, to some degree. Still amazed that old guy thought he was dead.
I mean, he dedicates his life to Sora. If he's not doing something for Sora, he's probably dead.
He's probably dead. What else could it
I
be?
understand that logic.
What else could it be? He finally got a stupid card at the end, though. That's good for him. He pulled for it and he got it, and he said, "I could take on the world right now. There's no way anything could stop me."
I looked at the card, I was like, okay.
Mhm.
You probably could have found that online, but okay.
No, it's fine. It's all worth it. You know what? To go back to all the people who were like, "Fuck, we need the Hero Club," right?
Hmm.
Um, I do love that one girl that says no as she like passes out.
The drama club?
No, she wasn't in the drama club. She was in the cooking club because she wanted Tsukumo and Mikuria.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, she was like, "Hey, I need Tsukumo and Mikuria because they're really good at cooking." And she was like, "I think they went home." And she goes, "No," and just passes out. And then the drama club girl goes like, "Francis, oh my God, I have to take her to the nurse." And then the art guy comes over and is like, "Hey, Takashima's really good at doing backgrounds. Do you know where Takashima is? I think he went on a bus. Which bus? I don't know. It's the bus with Sora on it." And he goes like, "Oh, okay. So that means he's probably here. Okay, bye. Gotta go." And he just runs away. And all of the sports teams come up at once.
hmm
And then they go like, "Hey, do you know where Noda is? He's trading somewhere, I think. I don't know what that means." And they go like, "Fuck." Meanwhile, it cuts to him like randomly punching the air near a tree in the woods, because he's off to, I don't know, strengthen his spirit. I don't know what that kid's about. Like, I get that he likes tokusatsu things, and that's why when he got put on the tokusatsu show, he fucked it up because he was way too into it. But like,
Yeah.
I don't know what the hell it means to go on a training journey. Like, really? Because
I have no idea.
was he punching a tree? I don't know if he was actually punching the
I
tree.
think it's those things you see in like the anime shows.
Yeah, but I mean, like, was he actually punching the tree? I don't know. It looked like he was punching near the tree. Because then he does the double palm thing where he like expects energy to come out and nothing does because that's not a real thing.
I don't know.
It's yeah, I don't know what that was. Hey, can we talk about Super Murder Fish?
Super murder fish.
Yeah.
What was that?
That was the episode where the cat almost gets eaten by
Oh
fish.
yeah, when it went to the swamp. She
Can
could
we
have died.
can we talk about Super Murder Fish?
I mean,
Because they're Super Murder Fish.
yeah.
What's up with the Super Murder Fish?
Don't question it.
No, they're just carp. They're just regular carp.
But they'll kill you.
But they were gonna eat her, or
Yeah.
at least drown her.
Yeah.
At the very least, drown. They were gonna kill that cat. They were gonna kill that cat. That cat that thought he got a good move in, and then
It's
the
like,
carp
no.
turned in midair and like smacked his head and like took him down, and you just watch all the fish jump on him at once.
He did a whiff punish.
Yeah, yeah, that's right. That's right.
Caught
The,
him
the,
reaching.
the cat went for a crouching fierce, and then he got caught. He got caught. That's what you get. Oh no, but that's really bad though. Those super murder fish were gonna eat him, and then
it's
like
just there in the swamp.
yeah, they're just
I
there.
guess no one just goes to that
There's
swamp.
a sign that goes like, "Don't go there." The fish are intense, but like it says the fish are like aggressive, but those fish were like trying to kill a teenage girl. That's little more than just like, oh yeah, the fish are aggressive. That's like I think they were planning to eat her. I think that's what the fish were going to do. Drown her and then eat her. And then she tries to save the cat, and the cat goes like, yeah, your problem now, bitch, as it like throws her into the water for the super murder fish to get her.
I think every animal in the show is an asshole.
Yeah, it seems like it. Parakeet likes to attack people randomly, like when it tried to attack Tsukumo for no reason.
And it just leaves.
Yeah, and then it just pieces out. The iguana clearly doesn't want to stay at home. The iguana clearly prefers to be outside and will tail whip anybody who tries to bother it. The cat is also ready to let other people eat shit for its benefit. And the penguin fucked up a bunch of people.
Mm-hmm.
So, along with the super murder fish, I guess animals just hate human existence. But man, those super murder fish were like a whole thing. And then like after they get Hijiri out of the water, no, that can't make it, and he goes like, "Hey, save her for me." And they're like, "What?" As he throws himself into the water, ready to die.
Yeah. And then he just pretends to.
Well, yeah. The fucking Nakamura comes over. He goes, "I have come with with these beasts that demand a sacrifice."
Does bread.
As he throws bread into the water, and the carp are like, "Oh, cool food." That's those super murder fish are just there. I can see why they have a fence. And then there's the fucking student council kid that's like, I don't know why they're here, as he like writes in his notebook. They should not be here. The sign easily tells you that they're super murder fish.
Huh.
Oh boy. The existence of super murder fish, along with, the random penguin that just showed up, really makes me wonder what kind of city they live in. It probably isn't very
Maybe
big.
there's animal abuse. I don't
It's
know.
like-
That swamp didn't look very clean.
I mean, it's probably not very big if they have like people who farm sweet potatoes. That would explain why there's fish around. Just regular around. I don't know why they became super murder fish, but it does explain why they're nearby.
I think this is like based off the mangaka's actual.
Where
High
he
school.
lived as a kid, I don't know. All I know for sure is that it was originally a Vocaloid song, and then they turned it into a light novel because they were like, "That's kind of a fun idea." A bunch of fucking loser chuny hanging out. And I'll admit it is. I really do love the guy who insists that he's super smart, and the other guy who wants to just love his drawing, only to then be beaten up by his friends when they think he's dying. Or no, what was it? You've been possessed by a demon, and that's why you start smacking him around.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you start smacking the shit out of him because he thinks he's been possessed by a demon because he can't fathom the idea of going on a fake date with a girl. What a great group of guys! Aren't they heroes? Don't they live up to their club name?
I mean, they don't and they do.
They don't, but they do though, because they do things for the community.
They're really good at things they don't give a shit about.
Yeah, yeah, man. What a great time. What a great time. All right, I'm good. You got anything else you want to say?
Um, do you think that the girl, Pink, I forgot her name.
Ichiri is her last name. Her first name is Mizuki.
Do you think she would be like a secret Chuubyou or no?
Nah, nah. I think her whole thing is that she's not happy with the shit that they're into, but she likes them as people. You
She
remember that
like didn't she
time?
like Vocaloids though?
I mean, yeah, but she kind of grew out of it compared to Bikuria, who's an Utaite, who went double in, and then he wears a stupid costume. Oh god, that costume. That costume. Every time I see that costume, every time they did the costume, it's like everything is so bad about this. The eye patch, and then the hat, and then the scarf, and then the pocket chain, and then like, there's too much going on.
He has like these black threads around him.
Too much going on in that costume. You could pick one thing. You could pick one thing. You don't need to go that hard. You're like three different bands smushed together. It's terrible. I hate it. I hate it. I love it because I hate it. And then he does this very crappy singing. My favorite part about that is that when fucking Hijiri confronts him about it, like, hey, so you are that guy, right? And he goes, yeah. Why didn't you tell anybody? Like, so many people are very fond of you. And he goes, I didn't think anybody would understand my avant-garde rock aesthetic. I'm like, is that what you think it is? And how you explain that to yourself? No, it's not that I suck. I'm just too artsy. That's what it is. That's, wow. Wow. What a way to defend your honor. Really. Like, it's not that I suck. I'm just experimental. You wouldn't understand.
I'm too experimental.
Yeah, you just wouldn't understand.
And
Like,
then he talks to Takashima. He's like, "Oh yeah, I get it."
yeah, Takashima gets it. Takashima's like, you like Not Love Live, and he goes, I fucking love Not Love Live, and he goes, yes, yes, someone else gets it. But yeah, I'm pretty sure Hijiri's whole thing is that she isn't anything like them, but she can see the good in them, right?
So she just likes them for like the good stuff they do.
The fact that they could do good things, yeah.
Oh.
Because remember when they find the stupid, like, Lost Child Apocalypse book?
Mm-hmm.
And, like, everybody wants to read it because they're like, oh god, I want to see how stupid this is. And she goes, no, guys, we have to put it away. That's not, no. I don't think any part of her is actually interested in the shit that they're all about. I think she just likes that they're good people. Although one thing I remember that I thought, like, was almost like, oh, is this going to be a reverse harem with Chunies? Because I remember that's the first thing I thought when I saw it.
Mm-hmm. That's what I thought too.
There was the bit where they're doing the fucking go find a thing race, right? Where like they give you a letter and then it goes like, oh, go find a thing that has this quality. That's why Mikuria couldn't find the guitar, because he was like, don't you have a guitar case? And he's like, and Tsukumo's like, yeah, you don't know what's in that case, because he knows it's the stupid costume. But like, no, that's like, stops, thinks, looks around, and then runs and gets Hijiri, and then he comes over, and the guy looks at her, the gym teacher looks at her, looks at the paper, goes like, guess you win. And he goes like, yeah, I did it. And he goes like, what were you looking for? My favorite. And she goes like, he has a name. Hijiri's a very strange name. It's between you and Purple, his last name is Tsukumo. So I guess those are both like interesting to him. But she like pauses when he says my favorite. Like Skina, and he goes like, ooh, what does that mean? Which is why I find Tsukumo's thing where he tries to act really cool around her especially funny. Because he goes over like, yeah, I'm trying to protect you. And then also, I'm not trying to ask you out on a date. Haha, it's for our stupid, you know, for the stupid thing we're doing for the drama club. That's what it was. Haha, ha. Because I feel like that's what he was trying to do.
Yeah, that was weird. But then he just ignores it.
No, he just lets it die down.
I mean, she just ignores it.
Yeah, she just lets it die down. And then Mikuria is the one who goes, oh, is it to check out the competition? And Tsukumo just goes, yeah, haha, ah. And Mikuria repeatedly gets closer to her because, he's the one who's the most normal, I guess, before he unleashes his Utaite crap. So she's like, he seems okay. And then there's the times where he does some of his Utaite crap, and she goes, I feel like sometimes you reveal a certain part of yourself. It's really weird. Because it's there. It's always there. It's always
Yeah,
been there.
he just
He
says
hides.
it.
He hides it. He says shit like, "Come to me, my beloved kittens," and then it's like, that's weird. That sounds really weird. But I'm just gonna let it rock. So yeah, I think it's more about just, they seem like cool guys when they're not doing their stupid chuny shit.
It could be a reverse harem, but
It
it was
could have
just
been.
a friendship
It
thing.
wasn't. They could have done it, but they didn't.
What else was it? Also the blind guy from the beginning.
Oh, the
Yeah,
stalker? Yeah.
that was also weird. He actually tried to kill her because he didn't get properly rejected.
Yeah, yeah. Or at least injure her, if not kill her.
Because he was definitely gonna kill her with the basketball hoop, right?
Probably, yeah. Yeah, like if that landed on her torso, that could have like injured her lungs and stuff. But like, yeah, I don't know,
That
man.
guy's crazy.
That guy was nuts. You remember when he like just randomly fucking takes over the show? Where he because the guy that he got turned down for, the fake boyfriend that Nakamura plays, is in the drama club thing. He just gets random guys, pulls out like a music equipment and starts playing on the stage for no reason, just to distract people so that they won't go to the play. He's so spiteful, so spiteful.
How dare you? How dare I lose this guy who's hysterical?
This fucking loser Chuny.
And also I think they could have went out legitimately, because she
Yeah.
just gets it.
She goes along with this thing. Remember, I met her in another life. We have a connection that transcends dimensions you'll never understand. And he goes like, "What? Shut the fuck up." And then she gives him like pills because he's coughing, because he's sneezing a bunch. He goes, "Wait, I see it. I think I'm seeing it. No, damn it."
I'm not sure what he talked about with Takamara and Tetsu Mako. I forgot his name. The guy with the pink hair.
Oh, Tsukumo.
Tsukuma.
Yeah, I don't know either. I wonder how all of them became friends. Because I really do feel that they're all such different people. Like Takashima is the only one who's willing to call Nakamura his stupid fake name, Ryujo, whatever the fuck his name is, Dragon something, I don't remember. He's the only one who calls him that. And like Noda and Tsukumo don't even seem kind of related to that. So like I wonder how they ended up becoming friends and all becoming part of this fucking club. Because it really does feel that Tsukumo was just like, oh, there's a role for me here? I guess I'm in.
I
And
thought it
no,
was just like, oh, I could be myself. type
is
of thing.
he though? Because he's
Yeah.
pretending to be these things. Because the real him, it like takes care of his little sisters and gets bullied by his older sisters.
I think he just likes pretending
And
to be
he's
those
a
things.
coward. That's what I mean. He pretends to be those things. That's not really him.
But he likes pretending. So.
He likes pretending. That's different.
Kinda
Remember when they see him get bullied by his sisters and they're like, "It's okay, we're sorry," and he goes, "Don't look at me with pity. I can't. I'm trying so hard to be cool, you guys. I can't. I can't have this happen to me." It's great. Also, when they fuck up the Scotch eggs, and he says like, "Oh, I know what his favorite thing is. It's from this special yogurt thing from this one shop." And they're like, "How do you know that?" And he goes, "My sisters like him, and if he snitches on me to my sisters, I'm going to die. Please stop this. Please stop this from happening. You're my friends, right? Stop this from happening."
Yeah, that's him for real.
It's great. That's him for real. That's what I mean. The coward part, where they see the priest and he goes and just like hides behind the girl. That's the real him. I love him. I love him so much. He reminds me of Mikorin, you know?
Mikorin from...
Gekkan Shoujo no Zaki-kun.
Oh, the red hair guy. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. He reminds me of Mikorin. Where
Yeah.
Mikorin wants to be cool, and then every single time it goes poorly for Mikorin, and he has to beg his friends to help him. Like that one time that they're doing their fake date, right?
Mhm.
And then Mikorin eventually gets upset that they're not including him in the pretend girl talk.
Yeah.
That's what Tsukumo reminds me of, where he's like, "Yes, I'm the dark leader." Ha 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 ha. And they go like, didn't you just eat shit because you couldn't really you were scared, so you like fell down the stairs? Shut up, I'm cool. Shut up. Shut up." That's what that reminds me of. It's great. I love it. That's why he's my favorite, because every single time it goes poorly, and he keeps looking at everybody like, please pretend that didn't happen.
So
Please don't.
cool. Go
I'm
on.
so cool, you guys. Come on. I have a secret plan. I'm cool at manipulating people. I'm a genius. Please believe I'm a genius. As the girl actually manipulates him into becoming a horse. It's great. Good time. Good times. Yeah, that's it. I'm done. You got anything?
I like the opening. It's very
Yeah.
colorful. Also, this is new.
I like the ending theme a lot. The ending theme is really cool. Yeah, you're right. It is new. It is like half a year old. I saw the description of it and I was like, this seems weird enough for me to be interested. All right, fine, let's find out. And I started watching it like after it had finished, and the first time I started watching it, I went through 8 episodes immediately because it's like I want to see more of these fucking weirdos trying to do things for their community.
And they do it. So,
They succeed.
yeah.
It's not to say that they do terribly, that they
It's
fuck it
the
up.
way they do it.
It's the way that's what I mean. Like when that penguin gets picked up by an actual windstorm
Hmm.
while they're chanting something Force Blizzard, and like everyone for a moment goes, "Did they have actual magic powers?" But then they go, "Oh, there was a storm warning." It's like, "Oh, okay, that makes way more sense." Because there's no other way that would have worked, right? That doesn't. They don't have magic powers. It's great.
They make you think they have magic power for a second, then you're like, nah.
No, no.
It could have been
it didn't happen
Chuubyou
before. It's not starting now.
like it could have been like a reverse harem
Yeah, it
or
could
a
have been.
Chuubyou show.
I mean, it is.
I mean,
It's just
not like actual powers.
oh yeah. That they seem crazy, but they're actually all superpowered.
It's kind of like look at all the stuff that happens in anime, and now it's like look at our show.
Yeah.
We don't do any of that.
No, I love it. I love it all so much. It's great.
It's like the most like fuck you, I'm gonna slice away thing.
Yeah.
I could see
It's
people
the-
not liking this because they don't actually like
It's really weird.
they don't actually
And-
go anywhere.
Nothing really happens. I guess the biggest conflict is the student council thing.
Yeah, saying you're not a legitimate club.
You've never actually been a legitimate club. We just let you guys go around because, you weren't doing shit.
But yeah.
It opens with them nearly drowning in a river trying to get a teapot.
Yeah.
What a great adventure.
I was like, when I watched it again, I was like, oh wait, what are they supposed to get besides the teapot? Are they
Nothing.
supposed to go back on the boat? No?
No,
Just get the
no.
teapot? Oh, okay.
No, just get the teapot. It's exactly when they're trying to catch the penguin, and he goes like, "All right, penguin, run in the water. Here we go," and he just throws himself
Mhm.
and doesn't think about it. Or when she almost gets eaten by the murder fish,
Mhm.
he goes like, "All right, well, she's safe. It's cool.
He
I
didn't
guess
have
I'm
any
gonna
fun
die
to
here.
get back up.
I guess, yeah. Yeah. He was just like, I guess I'm gonna die here." It's only because fucking Nakamura came over with the bread, and he said, I've come with the sacrifice for these beasts." That he didn't get drowned by the super murder fish. What a great action team of heroes.
But yeah, it's the most like, if you're expecting something to happen,
No,
no.
fuck you. I refuse.
But if you like weirdos, oh boy.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah, that's about it.
All right, cool. Food time. Okay, so it's nothing, but it's not romantic, right?
No. It could have been, but no.
Could have been, but it's not.
It always feels like it could be something.
But it refuses, and I like that.
Yeah.
It's actively telling you I'm not doing it. Something that's nothing but isn't sweet. Okay, question. What would you say their overall? It's funny, right?
Mhm.
And they're all weird, right?
Is it a fish?
I was going to ask, Would you say it's some kind of combination of fish and chips?
Some kind of is there only one kind of combination? I'm
No,
confused.
I mean you could have like shrimp. You don't necessarily have to have fish.
Ah,
You could have like scallions, like deep fried scallops. My thing is, here's why I say that. It's a thing that you know. You see it and you know what it is, right?
mhm,
Like you know what a Chunibyo is, even if you haven't like watched that much. Like the description alone tells you what it is, right?
mhm,
It's not the thing that you get every day, but it's also like very easy to digest and there's not a lot going on because they actively refuse the idea of doing anything.
mhm.
So that's why my thought was like some variation on fish and chips. Because like the fish is, you know what a fish is, you know what French fries are. There's nothing new there, right?
Yeah.
But it's still enjoyable.
Would you say it's just the French fries?
Well, I guess that's true because the fish still has something to talk about. But I feel like we had shit to talk about in how stupid they are.
Yeah, their personalities, they're a
Like
lot
there's
to
something,
take in.
there. It's
Yeah.
not super intense, but there's something there because it's like, okay, so he's really into Ultraman. He even has like an encyclopedia burned into his head. That guy thinks has a whole different thing going on about like angels and demons and the lost child apocalypse and like yeah.
So, would you say it's a meal, like lunch, or I think it's like a
That's why
lunch,
I mean,
right?
fish and chips can be served as like a takeaway food, you know? Like you just grab it, you eat
Yeah.
it, and you go. But I don't
Okay.
know if I would say it's fish. You get what I'm saying?
Wait, what's your classification for fish?
I mean like traditional like swimming fish, scaled fish, cod, you know.
I know, but what is it supposed to represent?
That's what I mean. The fish is like not intense because fish is not a heavy food, right? A single strip of fish is not heavy.
Hmm.
That's what I mean by like there's something there, but there's not too much there in terms of how weird it is. And then the French fries are the fact that it you know it's like got nothing else going on.
Okay, so can't it be like chicken tenders and fries then?
I feel chicken is heavier than fish.
Yeah, that's true.
In terms of meat, chicken is heavier than fish. I believe the ranking should go potentially fish, chicken, pork, beef. Beef being the heaviest and fish being the lightest of the meats.
Okay, so this would be a light. Okay, so yeah, it's definitely fish then.
So you think fish and chips works?
And you
Or
you said regular
not
fish?
fish? Yeah, like whiting fish or
Okay,
whatever.
not
Traditional, it's whatever the fuck fish is regional. So here in New York, we get whiting fish. In like the UK, it's cod. You know, it's whatever's local. That's why people just blanket it as fish. They don't specify.
oh. All right. It's regular fish and chips.
Yeah, I think that works.
Yeah.
All right, cool. So I want to shut the fuck up. It's time for the news. I want to go first.
All right.
I have a list of every gaming conference that has been canceled because of the coronavirus,
Shoot.
and I want to talk about that. E3 canceled. GDC canceled. BAFTA canceled. The HTC conference about VR canceled. Digital Dragons, which is a Polish thing, canceled. Games First London canceled. Nvidia GTC is going to be entirely online, so it's not canceled, but no one's going in person. EGX Res, which is a game show in the UK, is postponed. So maybe the summer. Now Play This also postponed. Maybe autumn. Minecraft convention, which is a thing that Mojang sponsors, was like, no, I don't know, man. I don't know. Eve Fan Fest also. Amaze also. Nordic Game Jam postponed. South by Southwest is actually canceled, and South by Southwest isn't really like a huge game thing. It's also just movies and other things. But like, wow, I can't believe South by Southwest was gonna have like a fucking arcade and Sonic stuff, and it's like, no, you closed. Bit Summit, the Japanese indie game thing, was gonna happen in May. No, it's not. The Taipei Game Show postponed, so maybe summer. TennoCon, which is a Warframe thing, canceled, and it's like, you know what? Maybe fully digital. Never, no one show up. Valve Index, which is like a production thing, like businessy crap, where they were gonna talk about VR kits and stuff. Yeah, all that's done. In terms of gaming competitions, the Rocket League World Championships is canceled. The Overwatch League thing is taking a break. Dota 2 Major got postponed. A bunch of League stuff is dead. The Intel Extreme Masters Katowice 2020 is just dead. EA canceled a bunch of Apex Legends and FIFA stuff. Hearthstone's Masters Tour in LA is online only. Tekken Masters Tournament is postponed. A bunch of Capcom Pro Tour events got canceled or postponed. Call of Duty League event just online. PUBG postponed its live thing in Berlin, and the NBA 2K League thing also got postponed. So yeah, that's a bunch of things that were like, no, disease, stop.
Yeah.
It's a lot. It's a lot of things.
That's literally everything.
Kind of everything.
The only thing that's still open is small business.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah. So yeah, that's a. See, we live in New York, so the coronavirus is a very big thing. If you've heard the news, 2 people have already died because they were old and vulnerable to the disease.
2? I heard old lady that was 82. I didn't hear the second person.
Yeah, that was another guy in Rochester, was it?
Oh, not New York City. Okay.
Yeah, no, well, New York State.
Oh.
Like, let me see. I'm gonna look it up right now. Live research. Ahem. So yeah, a lawmaker got tested positive. Oh no, wait, fuck me. 3rd person. Here in New York City. Yeah. Okay. Well, fuck. 29-year-old lady. So that's 3 people.
29? Oh, no.
Yeah. 79.
Oh.
Old
Okay.
lady. I said old lady.
I heard.
It's the
Yeah.
it's the old people and the babies who are the most likely to die, because that it people in like 10 to I think 30 are like barely affected. You just get the fever, and there's like a 1% mortality rate.
I hear they have like
But
other
it's-
symptoms going on too.
Well, it's coughing, fever, other stuff, and then if you're already weak, then it takes you out. That's the thing. So these people all probably had pre-existing conditions that this took advantage of, and then just boop, dead. So yeah, that's just the thing. So yeah, 78-year-old man, 56-year-old man. The 56-year-old guy had diabetes. The 78-year-old guy had a bunch of things. Oh, I'm sorry. There's another lady too, a 53-year-old lady with diabetes and heart disease. So yeah. That's the thing. It's taking out the weak and it's taking out the infirm. What's the word? Immunocompromised, I think. So when your immune system isn't working at full capacity. I think that's it. It's immunocompromised. So like some people who have like lupus and like certain kinds of diseases where their immune system isn't already doing great, they're the ones who are dying. But
I never heard of immuno. You're probably right, but I heard like respiratory problems.
No, I think the thing is immunocompromised. Yeah, because you have an impaired immune system, and then it takes you out. Because the other guy had diabetes. That has nothing to do with this respiratory system.
You might have trouble breathing.
I don't think that's connected to diabetes. That's connected to being overweight, which may be symptomatic diabetes.
Yeah, that's it.
But those are always different things, because you could just have diabetes.
Yeah, not be fat.
So that's a thing. What's your news thing?
Grand Blue came out on PC. Yay.
It did. Yeah, you were playing it.
Yeah, I was playing it for like 15 hours straight.
How is it?
It's really fun. I think I might play it a lot. It's like every character is pretty balanced, so there's no like one like really annoying character, so you can play anyone you want.
That's cool.
They do need to work out some of the like damage. Like some characters get too much damage, but that's about it.
Okay.
The network is okay. They didn't use GGPO, but whatever.
Rollback has been proven repeatedly to be the best. I don't know why people don't do it.
I don't
I don't know if it's hard to implement or something. I don't know. I don't know what it is. I'm not a dev, so I wouldn't know. But
It's because the
I
game they take the code from like other games. Like this code
um
is definitely from Guilty Gear, and they just change a few things.
hmm
They don't actually change the network code.
hmm hmm okay. I just feel like you could still implement it. This is like a way to do it,
Yeah, you can. They don't know how.
or they just choose not to. Because there's that thing that like companies do where it's like that wasn't invented here. Yeah, maybe somebody else has that, but we don't have that, so no, because it's all proprietary.
Yeah, I think that's it.
That's also a different thing. But all right, whatever.
But
Well,
it's okay because I live in New York, and they have like a dedicated New York server.
that's neat.
But if I live in like, I don't know,
Florida,
Ohio, yeah,
yeah,
Florida,
Ohio, anywhere where you gotta like really, really hope the packet loss is not a big deal.
then it might suck. But yeah,
Hmm.
the thing's pretty good. I only have like 1 or 2 frames delay. Um, besides that, yeah, it's pretty footsie heavy, and you just gotta be good at fighting games to be good.
So that's the one that plays like Rising Thunder, right?
No, I
It's
mean
not.
it has a cooldown system, but it doesn't have the focus dash cancel or anything
Ah,
like Street
that
Fighter.
sucks. Wait, I said Rising Thunder.
Yeah. Oh,
Rising Thunder
Rising Throw
didn't
was
have
based
the
on
focus.
Street Fighter 4.
Did Rising Thunder have focus cancels? I
Yep,
don't remember that
it does.
because it only had the melee attacks. I don't remember the focus attacks at all.
After any special, you could double dash. It's like a pseudo
Oh,
focus dash
okay.
cancel.
Okay, yeah, because I was gonna say I don't remember having focus attacks as a thing. You mean after the special? Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
not
That
it doesn't have the armor.
yeah, that's what I thought you meant when you said that.
I don't know. I
So I'm
meant
like,
the
wait, what?
cancels,
It
not
it
the
can just
focus
cancel
attack.
period, but like,
Yeah.
all right, that's fine. A lot of things have cancels. I don't think about it as a focus, as a specific focus attack cancel unless it has armor.
It does go through stuff. It's like invincible.
Hmm. Hmm.
Um, but yeah, it doesn't have any crazy like oh like everyone's like has their own system or anything like Skullgirls or anything. But it
That's
does, but
that's
it
surprising.
doesn't.
I expected it to be more anime considering it's Grand Blue.
Um, it's a little anime. They don't have any like it's a little bit of everything. Like
Hmm.
Matera has a KOF half dash.
Really?
Mhm. And
That's
but she's the only
interesting.
one that has it.
Hmm.
But some like reversals you can still block in the air. Unless you want to use like the EX version, but that's risky because they'll go on cooldown for like a
Hmm.
second.
Hmm. Okay. That is interesting.
So it's kind of like anime fighter.
Where they have everybody has systems, but not everybody has a whole different. Yeah.
It
All
doesn't
right.
like change the game type system.
Yeah. Okay. All right. That is interesting. Hmm.
I'm not sure if I'll. Right now, I like it, but I don't know. I think I'll still like it. I feel like they're just gonna do like more systems with different characters, which will get more interesting.
Well, presumably that's what you would do with that kind of a setup, yeah?
Yeah,
You
but I
just
feel like that may make the original characters more boring. The game might get boring unless you get the DLC characters. So I
and
don't
that
kind of
kind of
like that.
stuff is yeah, that kind of stuff is subjective. If they put more effort into the new DLC character subsystem, then yeah. But if they make it like make sure there's still nobody ahead of the curve in the overall thing, that's always the problem when they add DLC characters. To the, like they usually make them with like way more effort because they just focus on the character instead of everything else.
Hmm. Or
So,
they
but
just
like
try to have like little effort so it won't be too overpowered.
yeah, which then makes them completely not worth buying.
Yeah,
So it's gotta hit that
that's what
sweet
they
spot
have the
to be worth it.
season pass. So it's like
Oh,
now you're getting
yeah.
all the characters.
Well, to the extent that the season works, yeah, because there's multiple seasons like KI. I don't think the season pass is an eternal thing. I think it's literally for the
Well,
time
yeah, I
period.
know. Well, it's like Street Fighter has the all seasons pass, but that's because they released everybody. But
Uh,
yeah, that's how they get you. Like, oh, if the character is
alright.
bad, you still bought the season pass. So for this season, you got the bad character.
Well, yeah. All right. Anything else about it?
Um, it has a interesting throw break. There's also air throws.
Okay.
It has this interesting like late break, so I'll put you in like a soft
Well,
knockdown if you know what that is.
okay. That's what happens after what if you throw tech too late?
Yeah,
Huh. Okay. So, hmm. Hmm. All right. I'd need to see what that does in practice to really get what it is.
oh, and it also has the KOF roll and a spot dodge.
Yeah, you mentioned the roll. Wait, everybody has the roll?
Yeah, everyone has it.
Oh, okay. Because I thought it was like the hop thing when you mentioned before that only one person has it.
No, it's like so it's like you have a guard button, and if you press the guard button and forward, you get the forward roll. You don't have a
Huh.
back that you don't have a back roll or anything though.
So you can roll forward, but do you still like dash?
Yeah, it's like a mini dash.
Okay. Oh, okay.
So it's just like a
All right.
different movement option, which is okay.
Okay.
So I
That's
think it's an
interesting.
anime fighter, but it doesn't feel like it.
It sounds like one based on everything you're telling me, but I
But
guess
I
feel is a
can't
different
jump in
thing,
on
isn't it?
people like for free because it still
Hmm.
has the anti-air normals and the
Yeah.
DPs. That be some normals and DPs be air blocking,
That's
so you always feel
interesting.
like they're gonna use them.
That's interesting that the air block can still be like sort of like crossed on using by using. Because I would have figured like the air block is just now its own thing. All right. Huh.
They have a super jump. Uh, yeah, it's interesting to play. I'll say that for sure.
Okay.
And I'm having fun, so
That's cool. Okie dokie.
that's all I want from games.
Uh, time to get hype.
Get hype.
Get hype. Get hype. What are you hype about? I'm surprised you didn't pick Grand Blue for that because I would have thought you had more to say. All right. What do
I'll
you got?
talk about Perfect Blue. Yeah.
Ah, you saw Perfect Blue.
And I saw Angel's Egg,
Yeah,
like I
yeah.
said it was.
But
But yeah.
Perfect Blue, I remember way more as opposed to Angel's Egg. Okay.
Alright.
How did you feel about
Oh yeah,
Perfect
I want to talk
Blue?
about Angel's Egg first.
Okay, cool. I don't remember much about that, so go for it.
Uh, it had like 6 lines, and it's like an hour-long movie.
Yeah.
Um, it's weird and biblical, and it's weird. I feel like I wasted time watching it, but
Really?
I didn't hate it. Yeah, because I saw the interview with the creator, and he's like, I don't know what this thing is supposed to be, but it's there. I'm like, okay, whatever.
To me, it feels like somebody who really, really likes Neo Art Nouveau and just wanted to draw it. That's always what that's what I remember about it, is that it was more about the art than the story. So
Yeah,
if you thought it was pretty, then it did its job.
I didn't think it was very pretty.
Mm.
I could tell the hair took a lot of work,
Yeah.
that girl's hair. But it was just like long. Like you remember that episode, the series of episodes, and wow, the girl that rules the world, runs the
The
world. I forgot what it
the
was called.
girl the girl that rules the world.
Or runs the world.
The girl that runs the world. No, that doesn't sound familiar to me.
Wow, I forgot the name of it. Anyway, there's a series of episodes where it has the same episode with just different clothing, and
Different
they keep
clothing?
looping back in time.
Oh, wait, are you talking about Suzumiya Haruhi no Yutsu?
Yeah,
Oh, you mean Endless Eight?
yeah,
Yeah, oh, okay. It feels like Endless Eight.
yeah. That's what the
That's
whole
a
movie
weird
feels like.
comparison. That's a really weird comparison.
That's what it feels like.
I kind of want to rewatch that now. Because
Eh,
that sounds weird. No, because,
I
like,
wouldn't. Well, okay,
the
if you
entire
want to.
point of Endless Eight was this is slightly different. No, it's not. Fuck you. And it's like, is it? I don't know what's going on anymore. This is the eighth episode. What do I do? What's happening? That's how I felt about that.
I kind of skipped it.
No, I was interested in the slight differences every single time. I know a lot of people hated it because they were like, are you fucking with me?" That was most people's feeling about it.
Yeah.
Like, "Are you fucking with me? Why?
It felt like
Why?
they were
Why?"
running. It felt like they were wasting time, but they weren't because they changed clothes.
Well, no, the whole point is that summer doesn't end until she gets what she wants.
Yeah.
So like that's the thing, and he doesn't know what she wants, or he doesn't realize she wants anything. Like that's the thing.
Yeah, but you didn't have to make it 8 episodes.
No, but that's what I mean. It's a Groundhog Day loop. I get what you're saying. It could have been one episode, but the Groundhog's Day loop feels miserable when it lasts too long. That's the movie Groundhog's Day, right?
Hmm.
The guy starts killing people after like the 800th time because he's just driven insane by that. So like it didn't bother me. I was very confused by it, if anything. It was like, so like what are we doing? What's going on? But yeah. Okay. See, that's what I mean by like, oh, okay, then I guess I kind of want to rewatch that because that's a really weird comparison.
There was no like. No, I meant like it was just too drawn. It was drawn too long for everything.
Oh, okay. Because like that's exactly what I thought about when I thought about that. I was like, ooh, fuck, that's a weird time. All right, fine.
And it was weird, so
I mean, yeah, that's what I remember about it. It was
yeah.
weird.
Alright. And now Perfect Blue. Alright.
All right, Perfect Blue. I have way more to say about Perfect Blue. Holy fuck,
Uh,
Perfect Blue is so good.
yeah, I give it
Perfect
like
Blue
a
is
9.
so good. Oh my god, hell yeah, it's so good. God damn. It's so interesting to look at too, besides just the weird narrative of like tarnishing the reputation and the murder and the like,
Hmm.
it's like interesting to look at the way she looks into the mirror at the reverse stalker.
Yeah, you could definitely look at the movie twice and have like two different impressions
Mhm.
on it.
Yeah,
Or be like,
yeah.
oh, that's what that was supposed to like that.
Is that what that's about? Oh god. Yeah. It's so good. It's a really good job by a lot of people who are very talented. Junko Iwao, who plays Mima, does a really great job. Like that kind of like horrified and confused emotion. It's a
Hmm.
really good job. Really good job. Man.
Uh, Without saying the whole plot, I would say it's
There's an idol. She ret-
uh yeah,
and
the
then stuff
idol turns into an
happens.
actress,
Yeah, she retires to become an actress, and then stuff happens.
and she gets a
That's
lot of pressure, lots of fear pressure.
yeah, yeah. Whew, boy.
It was like a trip.
Cool. That's one way to put it.
It was like a good trip though.
It's identity, voyeurism, performance, like everything, like even from the beginning, and it's like it's a lot. It's a lot to deal with.
It's like, oh, you want to watch Perfect Blue? Okay, that's like a chunk.
Yeah,
It's
you
like
want
a
to watch
good.
Perfect? That's a whole day. That's a whole day of stuff to think about.
Yeah, once you watch, you're like, oh, I'm not gonna stop thinking about this.
This is a yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, I recommend go watch it if
And
you like.
it's so gorgeously made too.
Yeah.
It's such a like weirdly pretty, confusing movie. That's Satoshi Kon. That's one of those things that people are like, man, Satoshi Kon, writer director, holy fuck, Perfect Blue.
Oh, it's like
You know?
Black Swan also,
Oh yeah, if you've seen Black Swan, then you kind of know what Perfect Blue is.
but this is
But
better than Black Swan.
Perfect Blue is older and better. Oh man, fuck, man. Do you remember that time that we went to Anime NYC? There was that guy who had that panel about Satoshi Kon and was like, I want to go see it.
Oh yeah.
And he brought up Perfect Blue and was like, fuck yeah, Perfect Blue. This is why. This is why I said that. Millennium Actress, Jinro, fucking Perfect Blue, Memories, World Apartment Horror. He did the JoJo OVA. Satoshi Kon directed the 1993 JoJo OVA. That's part 3?
Ah.
Yeah. Yeah. The one that shows what Dio makes the world look like to other people so that they don't know. Muso Danrinin, you watched that. I know you watched that. We talked about that. Paprika's good. I still have to watch Tokyo Godfathers. Tokyo Godfathers is still the only one of his things I haven't seen.
Oh, so he's like your favorite.
He's a really great director, man.
Character.
Yeah, he's like Christopher Guest, where I feel like I've watched pretty much every one of his things at least once, some maybe twice. You remember Christopher Guest, right?
Yeah, he did the best in the show.
Best in Show, Mighty Wind, Waiting for Guffman, so many things, so many things. It's great. I love that man.
And he also helped with the thing we worked on, right? The thing we
What?
talked about. House of Nine. What is it called?
Christopher Guest? We talked about A Mighty Wind.
Knives Out.
Oh yeah, he was in it.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Man, Christopher Guest. What a great actor. Man. All right. Well, yeah. Okay, that's cool. I got. The thing is, I talked about the hex once, so I'm gonna condense my feelings on it in one sentence. Play the hex. That's it.
Okay.
That's all I have to say about it now. Play the hex. Like, if you thought Pony Island was good, fuck you. Play the hex. So yeah, that's good. I feel like I mentioned this before, but I'll bring it up again just because I some chapters have come out and I'm like, this is getting wild. Arakure Jo-sama wa Momo shiteru.
What's that?
So there's a girl who her grandmother is the principal of the school, and she gets people suspended when she doesn't like them by lying that by convincing them to sexually assault her, right? Like, she puts them in situations where they'll touch her inappropriately so she can get them thrown out. There's this guy she doesn't like, and she tries to do it to him, and he goes like, I get what you're trying to do. You're trying to get me to touch you inappropriately so I'll get thrown out because you don't like me, because I don't put up with your bullshit. Yeah, well, fuck you. I hate you. And he explicitly goes, I will never touch you ever. And also, she has sexual fantasies about him. So that's what happens. So the entire manga is her trying to get him to touch her, and her lying to herself about not liking him.
Okay.
And he is going, I hate you. That's what it is. The first chapter, she oh god, how do I explain this? She like forcibly breaks a button on her shirt, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it exposes her cleavage, and she goes like, oh wow, the button came off. What do I do now? And he goes like, how could you do that in public? That's a disgusting disregard for public morals. Stay still. And he pulls out a sewing kit and sews the buttons back on. And she goes like, are you gonna touch me? And he just avoids touching her and perfectly sews on the buttons. And she's like getting hot and bothered as he keeps getting close. She's like, oh god, he's breathing on me. And then he goes like, oh, did I stab you with a needle? And she's like, no. Why do I want him to touch me? This is awful. And then he finishes sewing the button. And then he goes like, all right, have a nice day. Just so you know, I'm never gonna fall for your stupid bullshit. I'm out. And yeah, that's the kind of the whole manga. Like, there's a chapter later on where like she has a thing for him beyond the like actual like fucking dirty fantasies.
Mm-hmm.
Like, there's a chapter where she gets convinced by everyone around her, because she hangs out with the girls at the school. She gets convinced by the girls at the school that like, hey, I think he has a crush on you. And she goes like, fucking what? Well, she says to them like, ha, no he doesn't. And then they go like, I'm pretty sure he does. And she goes, oh, that's possible, like on the inside. And she goes like, oh, I got an idea then. What if all right, I know what to do. I'm gonna go over to him, call him out after school, or call him out during school, pull him to the side, and then tell him I have feelings for him. And that way, he'll like me, and then we can date. And then it just cuts to a panel of him like fucking her. And she goes like, yeah, that's how it's gonna work out. Awesome. And she goes like, that way, I win, because I'll make him touch me, because we're dating. That's my goal now, I guess. I don't know.
But then she
weird.
says she doesn't like him.
She says she doesn't, but again, her goal is touch me. So, yeah. And she has a lot of dirty thoughts about him. But anyway, she pulls him to the side of the school and goes like, all right, here we go. And then like he does the kabedon on accident because she almost gets hit by a baseball.
Okay.
So he does the kabedon, and she was like, ha! And then he goes like, yeah, look, there's a bunch of baseballs flying around. Can we go somewhere else? She's like, give me a second. And she like holds herself against the tree and like breathes and goes like, nope, it's fine. Gotta do it now. All right. I have, he goes, what? What is it? I cry. What? I am embarrassed. I have a crushing sense of embarrassment because you were always out to get me, and people think you have a crush on me, and it's embarrassing, and I don't know what to do. But I mean, if you do have a crush on me, then I guess like, I mean, maybe I'm not against being your girlfriend. And he just glares at her, and she's like, and he goes, "Is that what you wanted to say to me? Is that the important thing you pulled me out to do?" She was like, "Yeah." He was like, "Only someone like you could insult me like that. You know what? Cool, whatever. I'm out." She was like, "Wait, are you gonna answer?" And he was like, "Answer what? The girlfriend thing?" And he goes like, "There's only one thing I feel for people like you who ruin other people's lives and think that you can control everyone as you want. I hate them." And she goes like, "Heh, all right. You almost had you seem like you had a good shot, but I guess you're stupid because you throw away opportunities." He's like, "I don't see opportunities. Fuck you, bitch. I'm out." And she goes, "Yeah, I hate you too." And then it cuts to her crying in her bed at night. Yeah, so that's the manga. That's kind of the manga. The reason I bring it up is because the latest chapter is really fucking nuts, or the latest few chapters have been really nuts because she finally starts behaving like nicer to him.
Mm-hmm.
Because the thing is, she starts bitching about the fact that he's a huge dick to her, but never like a shitty to anyone else. I was like, that's not true. He's an asshole to everybody. Because he's so serious about his whole like, you have to have your skirt be this length. You have to have your shirt like this. You have to have this. You know, he's very serious about it.
Mm-hmm.
So like, her trying to stop him isn't doing anything because he's just very serious about what he believes in and he doesn't care. So yeah, they have a conversation after something happens, and she goes like, "I want you to be polite to me," and he goes like, "Yeah, fine, as long as you don't glare at me." So then she goes to school and like they have a cooking class, and she ends up making sweet and sour pork, and then she like goes over and goes like, "Hey, how's it going?" Goes, "Hello," and it's like, "Hey, don't leave," because he's immediately getting his shit together to go. And he goes like, "Look, I feel like if you're coming to speak to me, it's because you have a plan or something, and I'm sick of getting in trouble because of your bullshit." It's like, "Hey, come on, don't be suspicious." And he goes, "Do I need to remind you of the times you've done shit that makes you suspicious?" And she's like, "Okay, look, here." He goes, "What?" He's like, "Here, I made food. I wanted you to try it." And he goes like, "Huh, yeah, I made some of that. It's cool. It's fine." She was like, "All right, then try it." "No, I'm good." "But it's good." "No, I'm good." "You don't want?" "No, I'm good." "Look, here's another pair of chopsticks." I'm good." And she just started screaming, like, "What the fuck is wrong with you? I didn't poison it. What? Am I too terrible?" He's like, "You know what? No, here's the thing. It has pineapple. I'm allergic to pineapple. So yes, it's kind of poisonous." He's like, that's, and she just eats it. And then they end up having a nice conversation. I'm like, oh, is this going somewhere? Oh, but then she fucks it up at the end by asking him if he jerks off, which is just like, yeah, that's not cool. Who says that? Who says shit
Family
like that?
her.
Yeah. Who says shit like that? "So, do you jerk off?" And I'm like, "You know what? I'm out of here." No, we're done. We're done now. I was like, "It was a joke." And it was like, "No, that's not funny. That's not funny. I will call a lawyer." I think is what he says. "I will call a lawyer. That's sexual harassment." And I'm like, "You should. You should." So yeah, Arakure Jou-sama wa Momo Shiteru. Read it. It's only got 15 chapters. It's going places. It's a monthly. So like every time a new one comes out, I'm like, "Oh wow, what's going on this time?" That's this is weird. It's a weird time. And I guess last thing, I rewatched Binan Koko Happy Kiss. Boy, I forgot a bunch of stuff about that one. They hang out with the monster before it becomes a monster. It's a trip. So I mean, watch that if you want to, but we only talked about the first two because the third one is a completely different thing.
Uh-huh.
And yeah, it is different. I was right. Like rewatching it, I was like, "Oh fuck yeah, it's different." Yeah, that's pretty much it. That's all I got. So
Now you guys got something to do.
Up to you if you want.
during the quarantine days.
Yeah, cause I'm not leaving my house now. Uh,
That could be a
fuck.
good thing or a bad thing.
Depends. Depends on. I mean, I have stuff to do, so that's cool, right? Anyway, I guess that's it for Manga Palette. If you're here, you guys get it.
Yeah, you guys get it.
You get it. Bye. Don't die, coronavirus. I guess.